is Steven, for those who don't know. And here we're going to start on Project 1911 Part 2. Just a quick unboxing. Pretty much everything that comes in the box is just the frame and its handy Ziploc bag. Quick rip from the bag, and let's go ahead and take a look at it. It has a nice satin sheen across the whole entire unit, and which would be fine if I just wanted to leave it the way it was, and probably wouldn't have been a bad idea just for, the sake of looking at it. Put all the stuff on, see how it looks with the matte, especially compared to the first build. And it's still under construction as well, but you see I've had a little bit of time with the polishing on it. Still needs a lot more. One thing to note also, the first frame has a serrated front strap, whereas the other one has a smooth front strap. I've also started doing a small bobtail on the bottom of the grip frame to kind of mold things into the magwell. Pretty clean, really good, straight frames. I've been happy with them so far. Of course, I'll be finishing this project a lot sooner than I will the other one. There's just so much going on with the other project. Just part of the huge pile of Wilson Combat components. This is not even a third of the parts that I've already got, and a lot more to come. So, I'll start off with, to fit the trigger, I want to size it up, see where it needed to be trimmed. So the first thing I did was, after sizing it in, was I actually took a file and squared off the edges on the top portion of the frame and made sure the bottom was squared off as well. You can see, even after doing that, it's just not quite enough. So the best thing to always do, instead of taking a lot of metal away from your frame, which doesn't always help, is we'll go ahead and take a little material off the top and the bottom of the trigger itself. Simply all I do is just take a piece of sandpaper, this is 120 grit, and I slowly drag backwards on the trigger. The reason for it is it takes some of the taper away. You do a little bit on each side. You want to make sure you have even amount taken off. It's nice being able to see the aluminum turning to silver. Even if you don't refinish it, you're not going to see that part anyway. It's covered up by the top and the bottom of the frame and the trigger guard. But I will be refinishing this just because, well, I can. To test fit it, sand, test fit it, sand. Just a quick look with some of the black accessories on here. That's the tool that I use for staking the plunger tubes. Well worth the money to have, because if you're going to be building a lot of 1911s, you just need to have it. It sure beats paying somebody else to do it for you. Just take the accessories back off again and get ready to start doing the polishing. The polishing takes a lot longer than probably any other thing on the entire build. Take the safety out, the trigger out, the magazine release, take everything out, back down to just bare frame. I usually use duct tape or heavy electrical tape and wrap it around the frame rails. The slide frame fitment's good enough for what it's made for. See, I just have it nice and tight up against the frame rails. Did a little polishing, put everything back in, just kind of, just a few parts back in, just to see how they're going to look with the contrast of black and the polished stainless. A lot more polishing left to go. Well, thanks for watching so far, and more to come soon.